Hi, I'm Joe McDonough, co-founder and president of the Andrew McDonough Be Positive Foundation. And I'm really excited to talk to you about research, which really excites me because there's so much progress being done. It is such an exciting time in research discovery of childhood cancer. The Be Positive Foundation is very proud to be the research arm of Brave the Shave. Your efforts are paying off. Research works. Investment in research works. When I was a kid, the survival rate of ALL leukemia was about 10 to 20%. It's now close to 90%. Now, not all childhood cancers are that high. My son had AML leukemia, a different type, and the survival rate is 50 to 60%. And sadly, my son died after a battle. But the way we got from 10 to 20% to 90% was because people put the money into it. It may not sound as warm and fuzzy as some of the other things, but the research works. And in our case, we're very proud at this Be Positive Foundation to have a world-class scientific advisory board. We have a gentleman from the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia who oversees the entire Children's Oncology Group. We have someone from Nemours AI DuPont Hospital in Delaware. We have 2 members from Dana-Farber Harvard Medical Center, 2 from Seattle Children's Hospital, 1 from Washington University St. Louis, and 1 from the University of Texas Southwestern. These are world-class pediatric oncologists who will review anywhere between 30 and 50 applications, and they will triage those down and pick the best quality science. And we will then invest millions of dollars. And the research that we've invested in, that we've played a small part in, is just phenomenal. We have research out of Seattle Children's Hospital where a clinical trial, without this clinical trial, 3 out of the 22 children will be expected to live. Post-enrollment in the study, 20 out of 22 children were in complete remission. I can only imagine how that would feel for those parents that were given back their child. We never know what's going to happen, whether there's going to be a relapse, but we got them to remission. Another research project that I'm particularly excited about is into the disease called DIPG, diffuse intrinsic pontine glioma. This is a brain tumor in children that has a 0% survival rate. We're helping to fund work at Lurie Children's Hospital in Chicago, where a protein, an overactive enzyme really, has been identified. And just think, and it's only in 20 to 25% of the population, but still, if you can create that inhibitor to that protein, we might be able to start to give hope. These are steps, significant steps. Down at Duke University, we're testing poliovirus in brain tumors. And Brave the Shave has sponsored a very impressive portfolio of childhood cancer research with the Be Positive Foundation that goes across the disease groups. For example, at the University of Washington, a Brave the Shave grant is looking into rhabdomyosarcoma, which is a cancer that starts out of the muscles. Up there at the University of Washington, they're using a wildly exciting new thing called CRISPR, which helps to edit genes and works on cutting out the bad in simplistic terms. Yale University, immunotherapy, CAR T cells, chimeric antigen receptor. We all have T cells in our body, and testing what we can do with the CAR T cells in leukemia, B-cell leukemia. Similarly, at City of Hope in Duarte, California, looking at brain tumors, how immunotherapy could help there in what's called gliomas and ependymomas. And finally, at the University of Rochester, a disease that affects a lot of small children, it's called neuroblastoma in the nerve tissues. You know, I can't say, and I'm just a dad. I'm not a research expert, but I see the research that's being done. And I talk to the researchers, and they say that our efforts are changing the game of research. Your efforts, what you do with Brave the Shave, comes to us. Our experts review the grants, we give that money, and the work is being done. We are giving hope to families of kids with cancer. Can you imagine having your child diagnosed with DIPG and being told there's no hope? That may change. Can you imagine neuroblastoma, rhabdomyosarcoma, B-cell, leukemia? We are changing the game. Just like years ago we took ALL leukemia survival from 10 to 90, that's happening because of you. As a father who watched his child die at 14, I cannot overstate the importance of funding research. And I want you to feel that connection to it. It may not be the pictures you see in ads of the bald-headed children and the warm, fuzzy stories, but those are exactly the children. Those are the families that you're helping. You are giving these children, these families, a future. Thank you for caring about our kids, and please continue to support Brave the Shave and our efforts to fund critical childhood cancer research.